Boom, what's going on, everybody? So today we're going to talk about how to set up a video views campaign for your cleaning service and why this is an extremely underrated marketing strategy. In fact, you can get in front of so many people, so many eyeballs for an extremely cheap rate. It's ridiculous, to be honest, but I'm going to share this with you. And this is all under the assumption that you already have video content ready to go. So this is a brand new page that we're working on right now. But as you can see, what I want you guys to do is first you're going to make the post on your page. So type in whatever you want the copy to be. Make sure you upload the appropriate video, so you already have the video file. But as you can see, this video is already posted on this page. So this is exactly what we're going to use to create a campaign around. So once you have that posted on your page, you're going to go back to the ads manager over here. So you're going to select video views in the middle, title this whatever you want, then hit continue, okay? Now we're over here into the ad set level. So this is where you really define who your audience is, who you're going to want this ad to distribute in front of. So name this whatever is appropriate. Most likely, unless you already have saved audiences or custom audiences that you're going to market this to, or lookalike audiences, most likely you're going to be doing interest-based audiences. So the way I like to structure everything is I'll just type in interest, which stands for interest-based audiences, and then I'm going to type in the appropriate counties that we're targeting. So let's do that really quick. Westchester County, cool. Okay. So as I just mentioned, we don't have a saved audience or anything. We're going to create this all from scratch. So what I'm going to do is edit the locations to make it appropriate. So we're going to click that little pencil, and then you're just going to include either zip codes, towns, cities. You could also select a specific address and do a radius around it. So like if you were to do, let's say your address was 100 South Street. So you could basically select that. Let's pretend it was over here. So it's going to, pick up the appropriate address, but you could select your radius, how far, how close you want it to be. But in this case, I'm just going to enter the exact counties that I just typed in. And then one more. Perfect. So another thing too is you guys are going to want to check people living in this location, because if people are just visiting, for example, recently in this location, then they're probably not going to be any use of you if they're, wanting to buy your service for cleaning. So I just do people living in that location. You could keep the age pretty broad. For the most part, though, I like to do 30 and plus. So, but as far as interest-based targeting and everything like that, I always keep that broad. Okay. So manual placements, I've talked about this. I don't know if you've watched some of my previous videos, but you never want to keep it on automatic placements, because by having all of these boxes checked, Facebook and Instagram are going to basically distribute your ad in front of some high traffic sources, but with very little conversion rates. So AKA, you're just burning through your money by being on certain applications and sites that people rarely click on and everything like that. So, the ones I always keep it on, pretty much all of the feeds are cool, especially for video. Stories as well. But once you get to in-stream, I like to uncheck everything. In article, uncheck. Apps and sites, uncheck. So that's my recommendation. Facebook's going to give you this message saying, whoa, what the heck? Like, just so you know, this ad might not perform because you've unchecked so many things, but just don't listen to that. Oh, so one other thing I wanted to talk about, going back up here to the interest-based targeting. So I should add one thing. If you guys are a commercial cleaning service, you're specifically trying to promote for a commercial cleaning, which this video is geared more so around commercial, but it can apply to residential as well. But here's a little tip. If you want to get in front of specifically business owners, there are some things you can do. So for example, if you type in business page admin, so over here, Facebook page admin and business page admin. So what this basically says is you're only going to get in front of people that are actually an admin of a business page. And this is important because 95% of the time these business page admins are going to be the owner of specific business pages, aka owners of businesses. So that's just a little tip. So you guys can check these if you want. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this broad and really just get basically like carpet bomb all of the counties I'm going after. But this is something important you can do. Another thing you could look into is if you type in property management you have property manager, employers, or by job titles. So if you have a specific location, you enter in your city and you just want to get in front of property managers, that's another thing you can do. So those are two little secret tips you guys can do if you want to get in front of business people. Now this client, we're going to start off on a really low budget. So guys, this is assuming we do a daily budget of $20 per day. This is the expected amount of reach per day, anywhere from 4.4 thousand views up to 13,000 views. So this is what I really want to talk about how many eyeballs you can get in front of. Now, if you couple that with engaging copy, engaging video that really speaks to the audience, you're going to get in front of still this amount of people, but more of those people are actually going to convert and click on your video, which ultimately you want. So that's something to keep in mind. But even if we do a low budget of, let's say, $5 a day, if we're expected to reach anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 people a day, that's not too shabby at all. So you do the math. If you set your video for $5 a day, you let that run for 5 days, let's say, and getting a reach of anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 views. Let's say it's somewhere in the middle. Let's say it's 2,000. So after the 5 days, you reach 10,000 people. So you're telling me that not one out of those 10,000 people are likely to engage with your video and consult you for your cleaning service. So that's sort of the math on how that works, and this is why I really love video. Okay. So I'm going to hit continue on that. And then just make sure the appropriate Facebook page is checked. If you guys have an Instagram linked up, you can also click on this to select the Instagram page. In this case, though, we're not using one. And then over here, so now you guys are going to click use an existing post and select the post that, like I mentioned, is already posted on your page. Now, the reason why this is important is because with this page specifically with this video posted on your page, what's good about this is all of the traction that you're developing in real time is going to stick with this post. Meaning once your video gets 8,000 views from being circulated around your city, those likes, those page views, those shares, those comments, those are all going to accumulate and stay on your post, on your page forever. So this is awesome because let's say you stop running this marketing campaign, 3 weeks from now. The fact that it's still on your page, it's going to keep all of that social proof with you for the rest of your life, basically. So that's why I highly suggest posting on your page first, so you can really build that traction and keep that traction. So we already have the appropriate post selected. I added a call to action button as send message. Now, normally when I'm doing different types of marketing campaigns, I don't like the send message button. I like to actually take the traffic to a specific web page, a landing page, where I'm actually going to interact with those people there and have like a button that they could click on to schedule an estimate. But in this case, it's just we're using a send message button. Because we're using video, I'm not really utilizing this video specifically as a way to offer a specific offer or anything like that. I just want to get people interested in the service and engaged. And one more cool tip that I'm going to show you at the end of the video is that you can actually retarget people that watched specific amounts of the video. So if someone watched 75% of the video or more, that they're at least highly qualified. Otherwise, they wouldn't have spent, the minute to watch the whole video. So those are your high quality prospects that you want to get back in front of and bring back into your system. So that's a little tip. I'll show you how to do that after. But you're going to select the appropriate post, right? Add the call to action button. Like I said, I'm actually going to send this instead of send message. I'm going to do learn more. Or sorry, actually, never mind. Send message is good. Okay. Yeah, and the way I have it set up is we already have a chatbot set in place. So when people are, when people click on this, let me use this one. So depending on what button people click on, there's automated answers already in place. So this is something you guys should definitely look into, but that's the way we have it set up. So that's that. And then this is all checked, so that's all good. And then that's really it, guys. Once you have all of that configured, video looks good, you have the appropriate copy uploaded into place, which we already uploaded ahead of time, like I said, on this page over here. So we have the copy here. So everything looks good. So once you have that confirmed, you're just going to hit confirm and let your video publish. So guys, I'm going to keep you updated on this to let you know how it goes. But while this is in draft and getting approved, I want to show you one cool thing that you guys can do. And once you have this video going for a few days, this is a little secret that I'm going to show you. So you're going to go over here and go into audiences. Remember, this is after your video has been performing. So now what you're going to do is you're going to create a custom audience and see where it says video. You're going to click on this. And now, once you click on this bar, look what happens. People who viewed at least 3 seconds of your video. People who watched at least 50% of your video. People watched 95% of your video. So guys, once this video has been running on your page for, let's say you let it run for several weeks, and you build up a database of thousands of people that have watched, 25% or more of your video, 50% or more of your video, you can specifically select these people that you want to get in front of. So let's say we did people who watched 95% of your video. So we're going to select that in the past, 365 days. And where it says choose videos, by the way, so we haven't let this run, obviously, so, it doesn't have very many views. But eventually this will say, let's say, 2,000 people. So you're going to select this video because that's the appropriate one that you ran the campaign to. So after you select that, you could also enter the time frame. So let's say you want to just target people that watched X percentage of your video in the past 30 days. So you could select that. You can name your audience, let's say video viewers, can't spell, 95% or more. So once you guys create this audience, select the appropriate video just for this, example. So guys, once you create this audience over here, now you could recreate a campaign. If you go back into the ads manager, like I showed you, this is your own audience. So let's say you guys were to create another campaign, you could select that as a saved audience and just make an appropriate campaign directed to those folks. So maybe you're doing a lead generation campaign and you just want to get in front of those video views. Well, now you already have the audience saved, and you know that those are high converting or high likely to convert prospects because they've already invested the time to watching your video. So that's a little secret, just to show you that it doesn't just end here. You could definitely do more once you get those video views and really select the seed audience. So anyways, guys, that's it. I will definitely keep you updated on how this campaign performs. Click the link in the bio. I always update these videos with different blog articles that you could go to if you want to learn a little bit more. I also have my Instagram linked, so if you have any questions, shoot me a DM on there, or just, ask a question in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was informative. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Let me know if you've ever done a video for your campaign. Very curious to see how it went for your cleaning service. But, at the very least, try this out for the first time. Watch this video a couple times if you need to. But guaranteed, this is probably the most effective way to get a ton of exposure for a limited budget. So anyways, guys, that's it. Hope this was helpful. Talk to you soon.